It doesn't arise. If in any case the state executive, the executive council of the states feels that, okay, the governor is not medically fit to dispense the duties cast on him by the constitution and by the electorate, then he is required, in such a, the executive council is required in such a situation to come out with a declaration that this governor or deputy governor is no longer fit, is not capable of continuing the job of a governor or deputy governor. Then it is the medical panel that will be set up by the speaker that will now look into that particular declaration. So upon the medical panel coming out with, his own findings too, which in any case will be transmitted to the speaker, then the speaker will publish a notice indicating that, okay, the governor, as the case may be, or deputy governor, is no longer capable of performing his functions. But a situation has arisen in which the person who has come back, the governor who has come back, we so much sympathize with them.
Okay, you see, the situation here is quite unfortunate. It's an accident. Right. It wasn't a case of something that was premeditated, and he's back. You say he has resumed?
Absolutely. The man is already discharging the functions of his office. He is already. So the issue of activating the provisions of Section 189 does not arise. Number one, his ESCO has not declared him unfit.
The same ESCO that he's thrown off?
Absolutely.
He knows that they are useless.
It's his prerogative.
That's why he has dissolved them.
It's his prerogative.
The governor has done the right thing.
The Constitution refers to him as the chief executive. He has the right to hire. He has the right to fire. He selects his team. It is him that the electorate elected, and not the commissioners. Okay? Now, the man has resumed his duties. What has he done since he returned? Number one, he has received the traditional council.
Really?
Yes, they paid him visit. The chairman of the traditional council visited him.
And
he's been receiving briefings.
And there were statements.
Absolutely. The man has been receiving briefings from government officials.
Yes.
In a discharge of his functions, he has dissolved his cabinet. He has appointed a new secretary of state government. He has appointed a chief of staff.
Why was that the first thing to do?
The exigencies and circumstances he has made on the ground may have informed that. The exigencies. There are people who are looking towards 2015. They do not want to stand elections. They want to become governors by proxy.
I don't think the brief.
Taraba will not allow that.
No, I don't think the brief.
Will not allow that.
I don't think the brief you're handling is one that is actually marketable.
I am not handling anything. I am talking about the things I know.
No, I'm sorry.
The Constitution allows the man immediately he returns to notify the House.
You know
what he has done so.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is simply that you are not correct in your assessment of the situation. I'm not saying you are lying, because I know that you don't lie on Wednesdays. More so in the evening.
But I think it is impolite.
I'm sorry. I'm just being familiar.
Used to that kind
I'm just being familiar. I withdraw it. I withdraw it. I'm just being familiar.
It should be a friendly conversation, but
I'm just being familiar.
I think people are also very passionate, because if I take you, I know it's not really time to begin to say what the people are saying, but I'll just throw in one by Comrade Bola Kale. He says, governance without adherence to law is illegal, obviously. And that's exactly what's happening in Taraba State.
That is what I'm saying. The speaker and some of his colleagues.
Oh, you believe that's where legality is?
They are lawless.
They
are breaching the provisions of the Constitution.
The handlers of the governor.
It is not for them to determine that they will allow the governor function only when he addresses them.
Let me put this.
There is separation of powers.
Let me put this across.
There are three arms of government.
He doesn't owe them.
He doesn't owe them. There's a legislature, executive, and judiciary.
People in all this. I mean, please let us.
I am from Taraba.
No. Yeah,
I am from Taraba.
I agree with you. Now, where are the Taraba people in this whole scenario? What I'm putting across to you is this. Let us look at it dispassionately. Okay, you said the governor has resumed his duties and what have you. The first person from whom the governor can take briefings is the person who has been holding forth for him.
Has the man complained to you that he hasn't seen his governor?
The deputy governor. Yes.
Has he complained to you?
Yes. People have said that he has not been allowed.
It's unfortunate that even the media has been relying on speculations.
He has not come out to negative the impression of the people.
Has the deputy governor said so?
Has he come out to negative the impression of the
people?
Has he
said so?
Has he been able to see the governor? What are the questions?
I think a lot of Nigerians really want to know. When you spoke to Suntai Dambara, the governor, His Excellency, governor of Taraba State in New York, when you saw him, Was it a private meeting?
No, I met him in his hospital. I met him in company of...
what hospital is this now?
He was there for physio.
Okay, for physio.
For physiotherapy.
Okay.
The man had left the German hospital for several months.
Okay.
Just for physio in New York.
Okay.
You would realize that for several months, he has been confined to hospital bed.
Okay.
So the veins, the bones, have become stiffened. So he needed physio.
You're a legal practitioner, right?
Yes, I am.
I just want to be sure. I mean,
yes.
I'm hearing some medical.
Yeah, but
okay.
These are common knowledge.
A lot of people are worried. I mean, yeah, but go ahead. When you saw him, it was a private meeting?
No, I met him in his hospital room.
Yeah.
There were a couple of other government officials with him there.
Okay.
And I had discussions with him.
Okay.
He indicated to me his desire to return home. He told me he had stayed for a while and he wanted to return home.
Let me put another fact across.
And I hear people,
a reporter of the nation,
people going about peddling rumors that the man cannot speak, cannot talk. This is false.
Madam, are you aware that a reporter of the nation, was with the governor barely a week ago, and saw this man in a state that could not be described as being fit, whether mentally or physically, to even manage a family, not to talk of.
Can we get to the point? Can we get
this will be very unfair.
No. Can we get to the point where
I don't like us to talk about hearsay.
It was published in the nation.
I don't deal with hearsay.
I didn't hear
I saw the man.
No, the lady
I saw the man.
No, the nation.
I spoke to the man.
Just
the man has just spoken in German.
Yes. Have you met him?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you've not gone to
You've not gone to see him. Then the report you are giving us, is actually even still alive. I'm sorry about this.
But the man today has addressed the people in Taraba.
The point I'm making, but you didn't see him now.
He has addressed the people in Taraba.
You didn't see him. Somebody else did it on his behalf.
You haven't seen Dambaba in all your life.
No, I've seen
all your life.
You cannot say that.
all your life.
Did you travel with me in all my travels?
Have you ever seen him?
I've seen him on so many occasions.
On television?
Not on television. Personally. Yes, personally. I know him. In fact, I have abandoned.
Okay, he's back. Let's put some sanity to this. He's back. Right. He needs to resume. He's transmitted a letter.
Absolutely.
Who signed that letter?
Wants to resume.
That issue must be investigated. Okay. Sorry.
It doesn't come for investigation. Transmitting of that
letter. This is the
majority leader of the House acknowledged that he received the letter.
Why do you think that letter needs to be investigated? Why do you doubt that letter?
Let me tell you this. We have traveled along this road before. You get my point? And it's so unfortunate that in Africa today we are witnessing a situation of this nature. Barely so few years ago, it happened with our president, Yaradua. In which case, everybody knew that the man was in a vegetative state.
The situation of Umaru.
I'm sorry. Everybody knew. Yeah, and the handlers of the president, the wife of the president, those who were his aides and what have you, who were his loyalists and what have you, made us to believe that, nobody else could do the duties of the nation except the man in the vegetable.
Okay, you know what? I'd like us to see.
I have seen the copy. I have seen the copy of the letter.
Any country,
it's right in my car.
Any country,
you have a copy of that.
I have a copy of that.
Any country, or handwritten,
typed and signed by him.
Any country or state that can be.
What basis do you have to doubt that?
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Any state or country that could be governed by a man in a state of fugue, a man that could not even recognize himself. That particular state, ought to be confined to the dustbin of history.
No,
we are not such people.
I think we are dealing with speculations
here. The people of Taraba, the people of
supposed to have an informed decision.
Is this an elitist thing?
No, it's speculation rather.
That is exactly what we are talking about.